All right, the UK has banned all wings of Hezbollah, deeming the Lebanese Islamist group a terror organization subject to Parliament's approval later this week, of course. So joining the United States in that sentiment, this is making Israel very happy with the moves on Downing Street, all the while as Theresa May is fighting the Brexit clock. So joining us now to discuss all of this, former UK MP George Galloway. All right, George, what do you make of this move to label all parts of Hezbollah a terror group?
It's very foolish and absolutely pointless. It's an election gift to Prime Minister Netanyahu. It pleases the hawks around Donald Trump in the White House, but that's just about as far as it goes. Hezbollah has no need of the support of the rather shaky-looking British Prime Minister Theresa May. All they require is the support of the people of Lebanon, and they have that in abundance. Hezbollah is the most important political force in Lebanon. It has 2 members in the cabinet, and this decision actually makes British state-to-state relations with Lebanon now virtually impossible. It's quite likely that Lebanon will do the logical and the dignified thing of asking the British ambassador to leave the country. The point of it is, moreover, to cause problems for the Labour leader, Jeremy Corbyn, because what I've just said to you, he said many times before he became the leader of the Labour Party. So it has a domestic knock-on effect of putting Corbyn and Labour in a difficult corner.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought up Jeremy Corbyn because, as you said, Hezbollah has a lot of support from their own people in Lebanon. They control multiple ministries within the Lebanese government. But the West says the group's actions in the Middle East are destabilizing. And they say Jeremy Corbyn was a supporter of them. He's once called them his friends. Mrs. May said just last week, she said, what do we see from his Labour Party? Hamas and Hezbollah, friends. Israel and the United States, enemies. So what's the best way to approach this?
Well, if it wasn't for Hezbollah, you know, ISIS would be ruling in Lebanon. They might even also be ruling in Syria next door. Hezbollah and the Syrian Arab Army and Russia have crushed ISIS and Al-Qaeda and the alphabet soup of Islamist fanaticism and extremism. So actually it's Britain and the United States that have been supporting the actual terrorists in Syria and elsewhere, whilst Hezbollah has been giving its blood to fight against them and prevail, defeat them. So this is pure Orwellian doublespeak. It's the British accusing others of that which they are guilty of themselves.
George, let's switch gears a little bit, but stay on Theresa May here. This weekend, she was in Egypt for an EU-Arab summit, but met on the sidelines with EU leader Donald Tusk. Here, let's listen to what he had to say, and we'll talk about it on the other side.
I believe that in the situation we are in, an extension would be a rational solution, but Prime Minister May still believes that she's able to avoid this scenario.
All right. Tusk says it would be prudent to extend the Brexit date. Mrs. May is digging her heels in. Is this the right move?
Well, Mrs. May could do with some support from Hezbollah down in Sharm el-Sheikh, actually. They're much more popular there than she is. But it's obvious that the game now is to kick this can down the road, to extend Article 50, delay the Brexit, and allow the talking to continue, maybe forever. You and I will be talking to each other when I'm extremely old and you're in early middle age. This could be one of the longest running farces on the West End here in London. I think that her digging her heels in is merely for optics. I think she knows she's beat and that the discretion is the better choice rather than valor, and she will go with it. She will agree to extend Article 50. If she doesn't, Parliament may well impose that upon her. But that'll cause a lot of trouble and one unexpected turn. It means that we will, after all, be fighting the European Parliament elections when we expected to have been gone from the European Union by then. The Brexit party, led by Nigel Farage, the former leader of UKIP and the man most responsible for the Brexit decision, he will lead a new party in those elections, and mark my words here, he will sweep the board. He will run an election campaign that says, tell them again. And I think he will win by a country mile those elections. And that will put additional pressure on the British Parliament to get moving again on Brexit. Maybe I'll even join in Manila. Maybe I'll be sitting in the European Parliament by the time that comes around. We can still do our show every night, but I'll be in Brussels, not London.
I would love that, George. I'd love to see you throw that hat right back in the ring.
I'll do it in French.
Perhaps. So please keep us posted with that. If you do make moves that way, we'll let the top brass here know that you still want to come on the show. All right, we'll leave it right there, my friend. Thank you so much. Interesting prediction. I was not expecting that one. George Galloway, thank you for your time today.
Welcome.
Hey YouTube, thanks for checking out our channel. We hope you enjoyed the video. We have tons of content for you just like this. For more of RT America's one-of-a-kind news and analysis, be sure to subscribe and never stop questioning more.